Hey guys, welcome to the review of my FN Herstal SPR 5am. So basically, I got this gun off of Airsoft GI. I'm not sponsored by them at all, but this is a review of it since I haven't done this gun in a while, or I haven't used it in a while. It's not very um, I mean, it's field friendly, but the field that I play at, it's not super long. I can get some long shots on it, but it's not useful if you got a lot of guys running around. Um, it is useful to the new field that I'm at now, which is Commando Paintball Park, but their rules are a little bit different there, since I can use this, and this is shooting around 410, I do believe. 410, 420. Yeah, 420. Huh, funny. Um, it depending on what spring I use in it. So if there's I have a one, I think it's a 120 spring in it now. It's not super strong. It shoots kind of light. I have a 175. Yeah, 170. No, 170 spring. That makes it shoot around 530, 540. Very heavy shooting. My field does allow 550 for snipers, all the way up to 550. DMRs they'll allow up to 450 or 475, one of the two. But this beast shoots at a solid 410 with three O's, so it shoots around five with point twos. I use point threes because they're about the best accurate ones that I could find. It does have an NC Star 1x9 zoom on it, by 40, 1x9 by 40, 30, one of the two. Very nice scope. It's not too good. Like, I mean, it is great. It's a good scope and all, but I may be changing it out on here just because I like a bigger sight profile on here that I can see a little bit better. Um, because my face, it's really, you want to have like a lower cheek weld on here because your scope kind of sits not it sits honestly about that high off the cheek weld, and it's not too comfortable if you're wearing a mask. So I do have an actual. This is an actual. It's a bipod that you would use for real steel. I got it at Shields for like $30. So it's a nice one. I like it. Did a little bit of camel work on it. It's not too bad. I am actually running a suppressor on the end of this, which makes it. It doesn't make it quiet unless I'm like actually shooting something. It's not super quiet. It doesn't affect it all that much. I just like it because it looks pretty damn cool, doesn't it? But I use this mainly at Commando now because it reaches out really far. The internals I did upgrade on it. Basically, there's a new trigger in here. It's a new trigger box that I got in here because the old one, when you first buy this gun, literally is a piece of junk. It is horrible. The trigger pulls on it really bad. It's like a 3-stage trigger, so it's like, and then you finally go off. Nice safety comes on that trigger box. I did upgrade like I said before, the spring. I got a new spring. I got a new piston. I got a new piston, or spring guide, and I got, yeah, that was it. Just the piston, the spring guide, and a new spring. I also got a piston head for up in here, wherever. It doesn't work all too well if I use the heavier spring, and if I use the lighter spring, it doesn't work as well either because it's not really made to be pulled on super hard, super quick, and that's how I reload, is super hard, super quick. So I don't use it at all. It's not very useful. I do, though, on here have two things that are very useful. One of them sits on the scope. This is actually my mount for my camera, for this thing right here. The mount I actually got, the camera that I'm actually using, hi, how you doing, is a Weemius S2. I got it off of Amazon. It's a very nice camera, shoots fairly nice. The light, it doesn't do so well with, like, inside lighting, but it's really good outside lighting. It'll shoot in 1080 at 60 FPS for about 3.5 hours. Really, really nice. So as you can see, I took this bolt off here. I can mount my camera in the case that it comes with up here, so I can basically look out kind of like that. It was easy, very nice to mount to my scope, since the mount that I used, you guys can see, there you go. These things right here, they come on, it's on both sides. So you got this one here, and you got this one here. They're those are basically it's basically the mount that would go on a bicycle. So if you're going to go like mountain biking and you want to record stuff, it would go on your handlebars. What I figured out was the handlebars that I used it for are actually around the same size as my scope. So it's maybe 3-4 inches around. So I mounted it to that, and now I have a camera mount. I also put a camera mount on the front, as you can see here. Let me flip my gun around here. Alright, so I actually made a custom kind of mount to my front. So what I have is the strap and the sticky clip. So this clip basically just sits right flush on my stock, and it gets a little bit of help from the strap here. But the main thing is I have this lever system here. So if I want to, I could take it off. I don't want to take it off right now because it's a pain in the butt. But I fold it up, and I can mount my camera right here. So I'm basically going to be looking out like that. I can also get it, if I want to spin. And I can turn it around. So basically, you'll be filming this. I'll be filming this way. I only have the one camera right now. I'm gonna try and invest in another one because I really like these cameras. They're really cheap. They're a lot cheaper than a GoPro, like newer GoPros. And I didn't want to spend $400 on a GoPro, even though they are nice. These aren't as much money as the other ones are, and they produce almost the same quality. I actually like these a lot better because I can do a lot more with them and the stuff that it came with than a GoPro would. So that's a really nice mount. And if I actually wanted to get like a weird shot, so I like looking like down, kind of like this, I don't know, maybe over an edge or something, it's a nice little mount. I do run an NC Star strap on here. As you can tell, I like a lot of NC Star things. It's a really nice strap, holds up really tight. I did have to buy a separate mounting system for this, for the delta ring up front here, only because this didn't come with one. This just came with a little tiny strap, and it wasn't very, how do I want to put it? It wasn't very good, as you could say. So, what I ended up doing was taking a good amount of stuff and buying it and putting it on here. I did not upgrade the barrel or the hop-up system. When I first bought this, I didn't know if the hop-up system was compatible with all VSR10 parts, because they said in the comments under it that it was a little bit larger. And when I figured, it's not a little bit larger, it's the same size. You can't really run anything else other than a VSR10 unit in here. It comes with it's a stock barrel. Stock barrel is not horrible. if you use the right quality BBs, it's a really good stock. I use .30s from Elite Force, or Elite Force. They're really good BBs. Hop-up system's actually right here, so if you want to dial it back, hop up, hop down, and you get the point. I like the trademarks on here, so I don't know if you guys will be able to see that. It's kind of dark, but there we go. Right here is the FN signature sign right here, and then FN Special Police Rifle. That's what it says right there. It does have an adjustable cheek riser, so there's little knobs on this side, and you can raise it up or down. I normally keep it all the way down, only because I like a little bit of padding on here is what I put on here, and I really don't use it up much unless I was using a raised mount with the sight, but I'm not. Thing is it tends to get in the way a lot if I'm using a bigger profile goggle. So like my turbofan goggles are kind of big, so I run those if I'm running like my M4 or my PPSH. I kind of don't like using those if I'm running these because they're too big. I can't see down here a good amount of the time. Although they are nice goggles, I know I would run my little Valken Jimmys or something like that, yeah. So, funny, in the back here, you can actually take off a little butt pad, and you get all of this in here as storage. So you can see how thick that much by about that wide for storage. So I carry my mags back here, just so I don't lose them at all. I have 3. I don't know where my other one went. Somewhere in the bedroom. But I also do keep a speed loader back here. And it's the old style speed loader, because I figured out that the old style speed loader works a lot better with these, because it goes straight down into the system, and I really know how many are going in. So it's a lot easier to handle when I'm out in the field, and it doesn't take me as long to reload if I need to reload. Thing with being a sniper is there's not a lot of there's not a lot of moving around if you're like a true sniper. The thing with it is that if you're going to snipe, you're not going to be shooting as much as you are a rifleman roll. That's obvious for any situation like that. But you have to make shots that count. So you're not just going to try and be slinging like 5-6 rounds down at a time and expect to hit somebody after those 5 rounds or 10 rounds or whatever. The mags in here hold 25 rounds. So I'm pretty limited when it comes to right off the bat. It's not the gun slinger of ammo like you would think it would be. Yeah, although it is very, very accurate. I do like it a lot. It'll hit around 200 feet easy. Trying to get it to go 3, maybe 250 to put a nice barrel in it. I think the hop-up system is okay. A hop-up system is fine with it if you treat it right. But the thing is, when I first got this gun, it literally broke the first day I got it. I got it in the box, I kept shooting it with the .20s, and my piston wore out. I shot it about 30 times, my first mag, and it wore the piston, or not the piston, but the sear. The sear sits in the trigger box. So I bought a new trigger box a while back, and it performs just flawlessly. Although the trigger guard is a little small for what I wanted to use it for, you have to kind of grind down the trigger a little bit. Otherwise, if you put it up all the way, you can't pull back the trigger all the way. Yeah, so that's one flaw, I would guess. So, like I said before, it shoots around 400 to 420 with the 120 spring in it. It's a great shooting rifle. I would recommend it if you guys like to upgrade stuff. It's a fairly cheap rifle. I think it's only going on Evike for like 100 and I think like 105, maybe 110. Airsoft GIs are on the same price. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm not getting any money, but I do like the stores because they offer a lot of good products. They I bought a lot of stuff from them, and I would actually like to give them a shout out because they are really good companies that know what they're doing when it comes to airsoft. So I want to thank you guys again for checking me out. Check out my channel. The more videos to come. Actually, this upcoming weekend, I will be at Commando Airsoft or Commando Paintball Park doing some airsoft action with this, and I'm gonna be doing some of my new mounts with my camera. I'll maybe run it on my M4 because I have a mount on my M4. That'll be coming in a later video, but hope you guys like my FN Herstal SPR, and I will see you next time on Velocity Airsoft out.